Civivi is releasing a slew of new knives today. Today is October 16th, 2023, and I have just a few of those knives to show you today. Let's take a look. If you're here and you're a new subscriber, thank you so much. We've had a spike in new subscribers ever since I dropped my AGP pouch video from Notorious EDC. Really successful, got several thousand views in just the first few days. That's very above average for me, so thank you so much for your support on that video. And thank you so much if you're an old subscriber. If you've been with me for a while, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I've set a goal to reach 10K by Christmas. Can we do it? Can we do it? I don't know. Let's find out. We've got about 1,500 subscribers to get before then. I'm going to be doing a big 10K giveaway. 10K is far beyond anything I thought would ever reach for this channel. Thank you so very much for your support. Oh, and stickers. Stickers. If you want a sticker, check it out. If you want a sticker, please email me at my address down in the description. Check out the links down there as well. Any Amazon links goes to support the channel. But if you want a sticker, email me a physical address. Doesn't have to be your home address. I can mail it to your office address or a P.O. box or anything like that, especially if it's here in the United States. So if you'd like a sticker or two or three, let me know. I'd be happy to send you one. Thank you so much again for your support. Okay, so I wanted to take the opportunity to come outside, get outside the office, get outside the studio just for a little bit because it's very nice out here. It is very much fall here in Tennessee. Highs 58 degrees here today. But you don't want to know anything about that. You just care about the knives. And so we're going to talk firstly about the Brazen. This is the new button lock Brazen, and Civivi has a ton of knives releasing today. And these two knives that I've got to show you today were provided by Civivi, and I really appreciate them doing that. They sent these to me free of charge, no money changed hands. They're not sponsoring this video. And I just love Civivi knives in general, and I'm just thankful that they thought of me again to review some of their stuff. So this is the button lock Brazen, and you can see I'm going to give you a couple more shots here of it as well, but this is a really cool little Tanto style blade button lock. And of course you've got the very fidget factor of a button lock. You can just sit here and do this all day long. It's just a smidge under 8 inches long. It's got a flat blade grind on it, and the blade finish is stone wash, and you've got also a stone wash on the liners here, as well as the button, as well as the belt clip. It's a really nice little finish here, and again you'll see some b-roll in the video of all this, but really love this knife. I specifically asked for this one because I had never had a Brazen before. The ergonomics of this knife are fantastic. You can see you got a really nice choil right there for sharpening choil. You could put your finger there, but I wouldn't recommend that necessarily. But you've got a little bit of jimping here on the flipper, but also the top of the blade there for any kind of cutting or kind of grip that you want. Of course, your index finger stays right there. And it's a 3.46 inch blade here. So it's almost so it's not a tiny knife, but it's not large either. It's, I guess, what you would call regular size. To me, I love tiny knives, but this is not a tiny knife in my opinion. Very cool, awesome knife. Now, of course, Civivi has they always have sales and stuff going both on Amazon and Civivi.com. I'm going to be linking these down below, so if you want to purchase either one of these knives, I really don't get commission from them. I'm not a part of their program yet. I'm just showing you the knives because I like Civivi knives, and you should definitely take a look at these for sure. But these will go on sale from time to time, so you will be able to get these anywhere between $63 and $75. This is the button lock Brazen. Now let's talk about the one that, I'll be honest, I'm really excited about. So Civivi has finally stepped into the world of Ultem. And let me tell you, they're making a big splash with a lot of their knives today. They're releasing a bunch of Ultem handled, both textured like this and also shiny, see-through, translucent. Of course, Ultem is naturally translucent anyway, and it's got that yellow amber color, but it looks even darker on the black here. I'll show you a couple more shots of it as well. I've got to compare it with some. This is an Elementum. I mean, the Elementum and the action that you're familiar with from the Civivi Elementum, the knife that you can get for probably 40 bucks, maybe even 50 bucks if you get one with fancy handles on it. This one is actually going to run the same as the button lock Brazen we just talked about. It's going to run around anywhere between $63 and $75. MSRP is $75, but for that you get a black liners, black blade, black belt clip, and all black kind of features here except for those handles. Of course, I'll show you, you can kind of see through those, and we'll have some more B-roll of the Ultimentum, if you will. Several people, I shared a YouTube short just a few days ago with the Ultem Elementum, and someone has already nicknamed it the Ultimentum. What else can I say except it's an Elementum that has Ultem scales, and it's pretty phenomenal. I really have enjoyed this knife. Of course, I've got me a little reflective paracord and ghost bead on there as well from Workerman. You should sign up for their drops. Workerman is an excellent place. I'll link that down below. But there's a lot of different, there's another style of Elementum coming out here, and it is going to have shiny, not textured. You can feel there's a little bit of a texture on here, and I'll show that on the video. There's a little bit of a rough, if you can feel that, or hear that rather. There's a little bit of a rough texture on this. I really dig it though. It's really good for grip. And of course, it's got that patented Elementum action for you, and the see-through Ultem scales. Fantastic piece. I was so excited to get word from Civivi that they were going to be producing Ultem handled knives, and they are jumping into it with both feet. Let me tell you, there's going to be all sorts of knives, and I'll show a screenshot here, that are launching today and in the next month or so, that are going to have Ultem scales, Ultem handles on them. You can find a variation of this Elementum with a satin finish on it, and so you're going to have a satin kind of finish on the blade and the liners, and it's going to be shiny Ultem scales. I don't know if I said that before, but it's really fantastic. So just a few impressions. I've got 3 Elementums here that I'm going to compare it to. And I've got the button lock, which is right here. You'll see this on the video. I've got a micarta handle. This was my very first one. This is my very first Civivi knife, as a matter of fact. My button, my micarta handled one. And of course the Ultem. Now I can't tell weight-wise if the Ultem one is much lighter. If it is lighter, and it is on paper it's lighter. But in my mind, I can't find if it is lighter than, say, the regular Elementum with micarta. Micarta is already a pretty lightweight material anyways, and so you're not going to get very much weight difference with something like Ultem. Now you'll notice, if I put these up to the camera, if you'll notice that the Ultem scales are just a tad bit thinner than the micarta scales, which is going to be par for the course on your regular Elementums. I still can't tell a difference in weight though. This one's just a tad lighter, but I can't tell a difference in weight. Now what I can tell, for some reason, it's a lot lighter than the button lock Elementum. Now this is the button lock Elementum with G10 handles. It's got a black blade on it. Of course, all of these are drop point blades, as you can see. And it's got basically the same kind of blade, and you're looking at Nitro V steel on this, and it's a little bit more heavy, but not marginally. And so weight, if weight is a big deal for you, then I'd say if you want something super light, super thin, the Ultem Elementum, the Ultimentum is the way to go for sure. Now, one knife I've talked about from Civivi before is the Praxis, and the full-size Praxis, this is the mini Praxis, and by the way, this is my best budget knife under $30. This thing is $30 MSRP. Has incredible ergonomics, perfect day-to-day knife. It's amazing. I love my mini Praxis. They don't have the mini Praxis coming with Ultem handles, but they have the full-size Praxis. So if you want a full-size Praxis with Ultem handles, that's going to be available today as well, I believe. You have to fact check me on all this different stuff. I do know that the two knives that I have today are releasing today. I do know that Civivi had to change some of the orders based upon some shipping. They had to push it back 10 days, and so this video was actually supposed to be back about 10 days ago, but I'm thankful that I could get outside for the weather and it's not like 85 degrees here in Tennessee. But again, thank you to Civivi for sending both the Ultem Elementum and the button lock Brazen out for me to check out. Two incredible knives from Civivi. They just keep delivering and delivering and delivering. You know them, you love them, give them some love, buy some knives from them, tell them that I sent you, and thank you so much for tuning into this video. Really appreciate your support. Please make sure that you subscribe. We've had a big spike since the last video, since I shared the AGP pouch from Notorious EDC. We've had a huge spike. That video got 6,000 views in just the first 3 days, and so that's way above typical for me. So really appreciate all the new subscribers out there, as well as those who have been subscribed for a while. Really appreciate your support. Share the video, like the video. It always helps out with that algorithm if we want to stand out on YouTube. Thank you so much for your support. I've got lots more videos coming, lots more cool videos coming here in October, so stick around. Thanks so much for being here. God bless you. Have a great week.